filed for divorce on your own, here are the 3 mistakes you don't want to make. My name's Kendra Thomas. I'm a family law attorney practicing in Los Angeles, California. The reason I give you this information is because so many people come into my office after filing for divorce alone, and then they find themselves in just a world of hurt that they don't know how to deal with themselves. The 3 mistakes that you don't want to make is, although the court provides forms, you don't want to rely solely on these forms when putting information before the court. If you're filing alone, and maybe even if you're unemployed when you file, you don't want to rely on an agreement you make with someone for spousal support or child support. You want to know your rights in this arena to make sure you're not waiving very important rights. And thirdly, to the extent that there may be an element of domestic violence or you may actually have fear of your spouse at the time that you're divorcing, this is something that the court is going to need to know at the outset of the proceeding. This is not an issue to be introduced later on. With regard to the first issue, issues of support are very, very important. There are very strict guidelines in California and even legal software that attorneys and legal advocates rely upon and that the courts rely upon in determining what type of child support and spousal support you're entitled to. Early in negotiations, when a marriage is about to dissolve, parties may come to an agreement on their own without consideration of what California guideline requires, and this may actually be detrimental in determining how much support is accurate or even available to you in your situation. It's very important to seek the guidance of a legal advocate or an attorney, because to the extent you ask for something that's not necessarily equitable, after a judgment is rendered, that may be very, very difficult to undo. Secondly, you don't want to rely solely on the forms in putting information before the court, because although these forms can be very instructive, there's actually a great level of detail that's required for the court to make evidentiary rulings and decisions regarding your case. And when both sides have a different idea of the facts that have occurred during the marriage, sometimes those forms don't provide enough guidance for people to put that information before the court for the court to make an informed decision. And third, with respect to issues of domestic violence or maybe even issues where you fear your spouse or the other party, it's very important that those issues are brought up to the court at the outset. To the extent that they're not mentioned and you are living in fear, which is very, very serious, if these accusations surface later, sometimes they can just look like either a malicious attack on the other party, or the judge can question the validity of them if they haven't come out from the outset of the proceeding. So those are the 3 top mistakes that I hope you definitely don't make when initiating your own divorce. But if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Again, my name's Kendra. I can be reached at 877-479-7970. And wherever you are in Los Angeles, just give me a call and we can talk.